For today's video, I've got something special planned. I went to my bank today to pick up my 2 boxes of quarters, and what do you know? We've got an uncirculated box of 2020 Weir Farm quarters to hunt today. Hopefully, we get some W's. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure. That's right, I'm super excited. My bank told me they didn't have 2 boxes of quarters for me today. They only had 1 box, and I was like, I'll take it. They put it in the car. I start to drive away. I was sitting at a light, and I figured I'd crack the top, and I looked over, and I thought, uh-oh, I got some uncirculated ones. It's probably more of the 2019 Denver minted Lowell ones that I got 2 boxes of last week. But as I glanced over, I noticed it wasn't the Lowell design, and I saw it was the Weir Farm design. Now, I went ahead and took a picture of this and put it on my Instagram. You can check that out if you'd like. I have my Instagram link down below. But more importantly, I decided before I filmed, I would go ahead and check both sides of each of the rolls to see if I had any W enders. And unfortunately, there are no W enders in this box. Just because there's no W enders does not mean there's no W quarters in here. So I've decided I'm gonna go and hunt this as a separate hunt. Now I'm gonna put on some gloves for this hunt so I don't handle the coins too much. And hopefully I'll be able to find some W's. But also I'm curious to see if I can spot any W's by the edges like I've done before. Let me get my gloves on, let me get my tripod set up, and we will do several rolls live until we find a W. And I will record as many live rolls as possible, and if it gets tedious, we'll just show the finds as we find them inside the rolls. I've talked long enough. I'll see you in a minute. All right, very first roll of the box in no particular order. We're just gonna hunt them from left to right and then from top to bottom and see if we have anything. Now, I used to be able to tell the 2019 W's inside the roll by just the edge because it was a little different. I wasn't 100% at it, but I was pretty decent. Looking in here, I don't see anything that says it's a W. I will tell you that this one is a little bit different. Let's just take a quick look at it. And it's a Denver. So I'm going to now put this down. And we're not going to time lapse the first couple of rolls. We're going to go through them live. I am not going to spend a lot of time worrying about how I handle them. I'm just going to run through them and see if there's any W's in here. Biggest thing is I want to see a W sometime in the first few rolls just to know that I have a box that actually has them mixed in. Now, I don't know how many W's are going to be in here. I've seen accounts of anywhere from as low as only 2 W quarters in a box and as many as 80. So you never know. And I'm not familiar if the Weir Farms is going to have American Somoa W's if it has it, or if it's going to have Weir Farms or a mix of both. But I will definitely let you know if we run into one. In the uncirculated boxes that I've got in the past, I seem to have not scored a mother load of W's, and in fact, it seems like I found one at best every 5 to 10 rolls. So I'm expecting something like that. I will hunt, like I said, the first few rolls on camera, and if for some reason it's a skunker like that over and over again, then I might stop the filming and just record if we find one. Roll 1, nothing. I'll be back with another roll. All right, roll 2. And like I said, no enders that I could see in the box. Let's take a look here. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, a few always look suspicious. Like there's one right here that kind of looks different. But it's just a Denver. So we're going to have to go through this one by one. I haven't been able to pick anything out yet because I don't even have a W quarter from 2020 yet in my collection. So that might be the other issue. I need to see one first to remember if the edge has any special properties that make me identify it. For those that have found W quarters, have you seen if the edge is slightly different in 2020 like it was in 2019? Just out of curiosity. All right, let's go through this. My eyes are already starting to focus in on the shine, making it a little tough to see the mint marks. And I don't know what it is, but every so often when the Denver mint hits the light just right, it appears to be a W, but I think that's just wishful eyes laying upon the quarters. All right, it looks like we are officially 2 rolls in, no W's yet. Roll 3. Will this be a lucky roll for us? All we can do is hunt it. And again, by the edges, not seeing anything. This one looks a little bit different. Doesn't mean it is. I'm 0 for 2 so far. And we're 0 for 3. All right, let's try this roll. If it's 3 strikes, we're out. Then we will get back to the recording just if I find something. So far, no bueno. Actually, I have another question since I have you here. Has anyone got any 2020 full uncirculated boxes without any W's in them? And I don't mean American Somoa, I mean the Weir Farms, because the Weir Farms was released when they released the W's. So I would think that if you got American Somoa, you probably got a box before the W release date, but I would hope that if you had a Weir Farms uncirculated, you actually had some W's in it. But then again, you never know. We are 0 for 3, so I won't waste a lot of your time. Let me start hunting some rolls on my own, and if I find some, I will bring you back in. You guys probably won't be watching this clip because if I don't find anything, it's gonna get deleted. But if I do, we'll leave the clip in. Let's see if we can catch a W in this box. Oh, we do have a W. And you know what? It is the American Somoa National Park W, not a Weir Farm one yet. But that is our first W, and we did film the roll, so I'm glad I did. I was thinking after 4 rolls, maybe I shouldn't film anymore until I find one, but we did catch an American Somoa in the roll. So now the question is, if I find W's, will there be any Weir Farm, or will they all be American Somoa in this box? And there is 2 right there. Same roll. 2 American Somoa W quarters in the same roll. That's a good sign. Can I find some more? And can I find some Weir Farm ones as well? All right. Sorry I was zoomed in. I forgot I was so excited. 2 W's after 5 rolls. Can't get mad at that. Since we had 2 W's in roll 5 and we're on roll 6, I figured I would record this one live as well. This one looks odd right here. It's just a Denver. All right. Will we have more American Somoa W's, or will we have our first Weir Farm W? Who knows? But let's run through it and see if we can get something W-y. I know, I'm silly. And like I said, I will eliminate some of these clips to not bore you guys with a W hunt that is a blank roll, but wanted to record the roll afterwards just in case. And I'll be excited if we can score a W Weir Farm as well. But nothing in there. All right. We've done 6 rolls. We have 2 W's. That's a good start. Let me go ahead and film some off camera, and then I'll bring you in on the finds if there's more. So I just cracked open roll 9, and I was able to spot a W, so I figured I would see if you guys can spot it as well. Let me zoom in on this roll real quick. And as I was looking at the edges, 2 caught my eye. There's one, and I'll use this, one right here and one right here. And so when I check them both, if I could do this one-handed, I'm sorry. This one ended up being a W. And I haven't checked this one yet, but I wanted to bring you in. And that one is not a W. So I was able to spot the edge a little bit. It's hard to see on camera, but it's a little more coppery than the other ones, if that makes sense. So we have found our third W of the box in roll number 8. Let me get back to this hunt. And since I have you here, and because we found 2 in one of the other rolls, I just figured we'll do a quick hunt on this one and see if we happen to get a second W. I still have not found a Weir Farm. That was an American Samoa as well. So all 3 W's have been American Samoa, and I'm thinking that that's probably the only ones we're going to get in this box if we are lucky enough to get several more. Pretty happy, though, having 3 so far in the first 8 rolls, and it'd be nice to score one more W in this roll, but we'll just take a quick peek and see. And I'm not seeing any more. So update, 3 W's, 8 rolls. We're on roll 14, and obverse facing me is a W. This is only our 4th, so we had a little bit of a dry spell, but as you can see, definitely a W right there. Is it American Samoa? And it is. And I do want to take a second to appreciate the design with the privy right there. That nice, beautiful V75 privy stamped along with the West Point stamp. So for those hunting quarters, you can look at the mint mark for sure, but obviously if you see that privy there, you know it's a West Point mint as well. All right, we'll take it. That is number 4 of the box. And while I have you here, I guess we'll just do a quick hunt as well and see if there's a second one in this roll. And I do want to remind everyone that even if you are checking for W's, I do recommend that you do check the mint and not just look for the privy, because it would be a shame if for some reason one of the coins left the West Point mint without the privy and you passed it up because you were not looking for the W, you were only looking for the privy. So that being said, I just wanted to clear the air with that and make sure you knew to check at least the W first and the privy second. Nothing else in roll 14. Sitting on 4 for the hunt. We'll be back on the next find. Roll number 16. And we've got ourselves another W and another American Samoa National Park. W number 5 of the hunt. And as I would love to do, let me check for another one really quick in case we get another 2 for a roll in this roll. All right, nothing else in this roll. We'll be back on the next find. So the box has been pretty stingy. We're on roll 25, and we had the 5th W quarter, I think on roll 16 or somewhere around there. So it's been quite a while, but we finally have another W. I'm going to assume it's going to be another American Samoa. That's all we have found in this box so far. And yes, it is. Still, we're halfway through the box as of right now. And we've got 6 beautiful American Samoa W quarters for the collection. So if we stay on that pace, then those 25 rolls should have at least 6 more. Hoping at least 4 more to get to double digits. But we'll take whatever we can get. All right, halfway through the box. How many do you think we're going to get? 9, 10, 12? Can we get north of 15? Let's find out. Roll 31, and we're finally going to get our 7th W quarter, and it's another American Samoa. but I will take it. That is now 7 for the box. Took us 6 rolls to get the 7th, and since I have you here, we'll just do a quick peek to see if there's a double in this roll again. We've only had that one roll with 2. I'm curious to see if we can get another double one, because we could use them. Doesn't look like we're going to have a double in that roll, but I'll take 7. Let's get back to the time lapse. W quarter, number 8. Another American Samoa. We'll take it. Beautiful. Well, that didn't take long. We've got another one. Number 9. Probably American Samoa. It is. So that's almost 35 rolls down. And we already have 9 W quarters. Got you here. We're going to try it again. Maybe it's better I don't keep you here when I look for a second one in a roll, because that seems to not be working when I do that. But I have to take a peek. And no more. Let's keep looking. Roll 38. W quarter. Oops. Number 10. Love it. Don't think I'm going to find any more in this roll because I can pretty much see all of them. But I figured I'd look anyway. Roll 40. W number 11. Few spots on it, but I'm not going to get mad at 11. And as I got to stay true to doing it, is there 2 in here? There is not. Roll 43. We've got another W, and that makes 12. So we had 6 in the first 25 rolls and 6 in the next 18. Will we have more? I will hunt this and see if we can break the streak of not having 2 in a roll. Roll 49 is going to give us our 13th W. And there it is. 13th W of the box, American Samoa. All American Samoas, we have 13. Can we get one more? Well, all 50 rolls have been hunted, and you watched me hunt most of them live. Hopefully you didn't mind the time lapse. Figured I'd show it. After I got through the first several rolls, I thought, man, let's do a little time lapsing. At the end of the day, 13 W quarters were found, all American Samoa, all varying different levels of mint state. Some probably MS 63, some might be a 64, maybe there's a 65 in here. I haven't scrutinized them yet, but that is a lot of W's. Now, because I found 13, and it's a lucky number, figured I would go ahead and probably reserve this one as a giveaway on the live stream. It was the last one, or second to the last one I found, so I'll probably give that away on one of my future live streams. But that is the first 2020 quarters I have found with a W mint mark this year. Gotta love it. Hopefully you enjoyed this quarter box hunt with me. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.